Hello, my creative creatures. Today we are making a daisy wreath using a wreath board, deco mesh, burlap, and pipe cleaners. The deco mesh that I used is 10-inch deco mesh, and I cut it down into 10-inch squares. And the reason for that is to make the petals for the flowers. You fold the square in half like this, and then you kind of scrunch it up in the middle and then take the tips. And you can then zip tie it or use pipe cleaners. Originally I was going to zip tie it, but I feel like that was just a little bit more work than using the pipe cleaners. Plus I had the pipe cleaners in white and I didn't think I had enough clear ones to use. So I needed a lot of pipe cleaners because I'm going to do a lot of petals. I think I did about 39, and then I just did some extra ones, maybe like 8 extras, so probably about 45 petals total that I did. Once you have all your petals done, it's time to start attaching it to the wreath board. I was very lucky to find this wreath board at a random Dollar Tree, but you can also make a wreath board using heavy stock cardboard or like an old box or something like that, and just plotting out the holes and punching through. So all I'm doing here is attaching it through 2 holes, and I'm going around the whole entire rim. Then I'm going to go back to the next row and do it again, and then the next row, and then the next row, and then the next row. Another thing to know about this is I'm plotting it out so that each subsequent row goes into the spaces between the previous row, but you don't have to do it that way. If you wanted, you can put like double the amount of petals that I put, but I was going for a specific look that would look like a daisy. If you were going for more of like a zinnia look or something like that, you might want to double the amount of petals that you're putting in each row. It's really up to you. Really? You're just gonna step on it. You're just gonna step on. You're stepping on. I'm not playing with it. Oh, look at you. You got your little tongue out. He's so cute. He's so cute. Oh, bye. Here's a fun little thing. A little tip. This is really stuck on there. Yeah, it's actually really stuck on there. So what I would recommend is if you use this wreath board, that you make this your front, because you're gonna have to cover this. It's not a big problem for me because I'm planning on using this to cover it, and that should just, once this is all done up how I want it, should just cover it. So not a big deal, but yeah, it's that kind of sticker that doesn't want to really come off. So you don't want to be in the middle of doing your wreath and then you're stuck with this that you have to try to cover and hope no one can see, you know? Yeah. So now I'm working on my 3rd row. I did a row of 18. The second row was 12 because there's like I would say 36 holes on the outside, and then 24 on the next one, and this one that I'm about to do has 18, so I'm doing 9 if you go around here, and then the center 2 have 12 and then 6, but like I said, I'm gonna cover that. So this will probably be my last row with the white. I'm gonna see what it looks like. I might do one more. I just completed the row of 6, and I'm thinking of doing, it's hard to see, but this one has 8, so I can do 4, and I'm thinking of doing that just to try to keep this part as covered as possible, because even when I put this on here, well, there will be some overlap, but I don't want to take a chance that any of the pipe cleaner will show. And if I could just do 4 more, that's going to take care of that problem. I might do 6. I don't know. We'll see. I'm going to be creative with this row. To make the center, I used a small wreath frame and I cut a circle out of these plastic sheets that you use for embroidery. I actually don't know what they're called, but that's what I used, and I attached it to the frames, to the wreath frame, using zip ties. And that is just a convenient way. You can use pipe cleaner, string, whatever you need. If you don't have the plastic embroidery sheets, you can use pipe cleaners to kind of, you just need something that you can fasten the center of the flower to. The burlap that I used, I think, are 6 inches. You can change this, however, depending on how big your flower is going to be. You don't have to use my exact measurements because usually I'm just estimating. My idea was to use the lighter yellow in the center and then just frame it with the darker yellow. So that's why I have 2 different color yellows. And I'm cutting these to approximately 6 inches. That's a 6-inch piece of burlap. I'm trying to get squares for this. So once you have your squares, you're just going to fold it in half to make a triangle. And then I'm taking the side of the triangle and folding it down. I flip it over and then I take the other corner and fold it down, and then you can use a pipe cleaner or a zip tie to fasten it. So again, you fold it in half and then you take the right corner down, you flip it, take the right corner down again. There is a reason why I do it this way. It's so that once I attach it to the wreath frame, I'm able to fluff it out. It'll have 3 dimensions, but it won't look like just a random piece of burlap that I fluffed out. What I mean is, once I attach it to the frame, I take the corners and I kind of pull them out so that it looks like it has 3 dimensions. It just is a better look. Attaching it to the center is really based on whatever you're going for. Make sure you have enough so that you can really fill it out. I don't put anything on that final outer row. I use that to attach it to the frame, and because it's so full, I wasn't afraid that it would show. I'm just putting all of the light ones in the center, and then at the end I think I added some more, did the darker ones around the sides all the way around. And I just thought that just makes it, looks like it has more dimension. All right, so this is the center. Look at that. I did all that, and now it's going to be zip tied, I believe. Yes. Yeah. Let me try to do this. Dean, what's up, Bobo? He's back. He's got to check on my progress. You know what? Let me see if I can use a bigger zip tie. No, actually, I'm just gonna use... What, Dean? What? I'm just gonna use pipe cleaner because I can put the pipe cleaner on here first. And then I can attach it. Right, Deanie? That's what Dean thinks. Let's see. Three of them. Oh, come on, Dean. I'm working. Please. Dean. Here. That one's for you. You can... Dean, he's not interested in me giving him one. He wants the one I'm working with. No, you can't have this one. Oh my gosh. Seriously? Dean. Dean. Please. Alright, you know what? Oh gosh. I'm taking it away. Ah! Don't do that. Okay. I'm just gonna fasten it and we'll come back I'm going to see if I'm going to put some leaves on it. Yeah, it needs a little pow of green. The leaves are just made out of green burlap that I hot glued so that it would have a leaf shape, and I used pipe cleaners to attach it to the wreath frame. Of course, once I showed it to my mother, she wanted me to add lights to it because she loves her lights, but it really did come out nicely, made it kind of glow. So that's my daisy wreath with Dean and everything. I hope you enjoyed the video. Until next time, bye.